So, you love making YouTube videos, but you're wondering how to turn that passion into something that, actually pays the bills. Well, let me tell you, it's not just about getting a ton of views. It's about choosing the right playground from the very start. We're going to dive into some real data and crack the code on what really separates a YouTube hobby from a high-earning business. This right here is the million-dollar question. Literally. Think about it. You could have two different channels, both getting, say, 100,000 views on a video. But one creator is making a few $100, while the other is banking thousands. What's the deal? It's not magic, it's not luck, it's strategy. And it all boils down to the niche they decided to get into.
And that's the absolute first thing you have to understand. The secret to making real money on YouTube isn't just about going viral. It's realizing that the niche you choose basically sets your earning potential before you even hit record on your first video. Seriously, it decides who your audience is, what advertisers are willing to pay to get in front of them, and, yeah, how much cash actually ends up in your pocket.
Okay, to really get this, we've got to talk about two little acronyms, CPM and RPM. Now, CPM, that's the cost per mil, is kind of like the sticker price. It's the big, flashy number that advertisers pay YouTube for 1,000 ad views. But what you need to be obsessed with is RPM, revenue per mil. This is what you actually get paid for every 1,000 video views, after YouTube takes its 45% cut. So CPM is interesting, sure, but RPM, that's the number that matters. That's your take-home pay. So what are these magical niches with the highest RPM? Well, we're about to get into the really good stuff. We're looking at real, verified data straight from creator dashboards. These are the categories where advertisers are throwing down serious cash, and the creators, well, they're cashing in. So what does the very top of the YouTube food chain look like? It looks like this, $12.82. Let that sink in. For every single 1,000 views, the creators in this top niche are earning almost $13. Now, to give you some perspective, that's often double, sometimes even triple, what you might see in a super crowded niche like gaming. Any guesses what it could be? Here's a hint. It is all about the drama. And there it is. You probably didn't see that one coming. The single most profitable niche on YouTube right now is betrayal and revenge stories. It's wild, right? But it makes perfect sense when you think about it. These videos tap into these super powerful human emotions, heartbreak, justice, seeing what happens over time. The result? Insanely long watch times, which the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves, and the content is dramatic without being too risky for advertisers. It is the perfect storm for a huge RPM. But hey, it's not just about betrayal stories. This table shows the top 5, and honestly, the real secret is in those last 2 columns. Just look at English learning podcasts, an almost $12 RPM combined with a mind-blowing 21x growth. Or check out Sleep and Healing Soundscapes, a $10 RPM with low competition. The pattern here is crystal clear. The sweet spot isn't just a high RPM. It's a high RPM mixed with low competition and massive growth. That is where the opportunity is just sitting there, waiting. And that brings us to the hidden gems. See, you don't have to go and fight it out in these totally oversaturated markets. The data shows there are these incredible opportunities in corners of YouTube that aren't so crowded, especially for those of you who don't even want to show your face on camera. And this is where faceless channels are just crushing it. The highest paying faceless niches are all in these categories that demand real depth and expertise. We're talking animated true crime stories, deep dive finance explainers, or super detailed tech and AI tutorials. This is huge. It means you can build a highly profitable channel based purely on the quality of your research and your storytelling, not on being a big on-camera personality. Okay, but what's it gonna cost me? Let's make this real. For a really good quality faceless video, say in that finance niche, you're looking at maybe $130 to $300 for the script, a professional voice actor, and the video editing. Now, if you're in a niche with a $10 RPM, do the math. You break even at just 13,000 to 30,000 views. Anything after that? Pure profit. This totally changes the game from just a creative hobby to a predictable, scalable business. And if you want a perfect, concrete example of an untapped market, here you go. The senior health and longevity niche. Get this, there are only about 10,000 channels in this entire space, but it's exploding with 19x growth. Advertisers, think health insurance, supplement brands, are desperate to reach this audience. It's basically a gold rush for any creator who can step in and make great content for them. Okay, so we've seen what works. That's the easy part. But how do you find your unique, profitable idea inside one of these bigger areas?
Well, it's not about throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's about using a smart, data-driven strategy to find those golden opportunities. A really powerful way to do this is with what we call the outlier detection strategy. It's basically 4 steps. First, you play detective and identify the outliers. You're hunting for those one-off videos on a channel that do 5 to 10 times better than everything else. That's a huge signal. Step 2, you analyze the why. Was it a hot new trend, a keyword nobody else was targeting? Step 3, map the niche. Look at all the competition, big and small, to find the gaps. And finally, step 4, validate the idea. Are people actually searching for this, and can you honestly make something even better? This process takes all the guesswork out of it. Now, picking a great niche is absolutely critical, but we also need to have a little dose of reality here. The path to actually making money as a creator, it has its own set of hurdles that go way beyond just views and RPNs. And this is that reality check put perfectly by researcher Aishwarya Darne. As she says, creators are always facing the risk of demonetization. Your income could just vanish overnight because of some random algorithm change. And beyond the money stuff, the constant pressure to perform, the public scrutiny, it can take a serious toll on your mental health. Success isn't just about the numbers. It's about building a career and a life that you can actually sustain. So what's the solution? The single most crucial point here is that you cannot rely only on AdSense revenue. You just can't. The most successful, most stable creators build multiple streams of income. Ad revenue is just the starting point. Sponsorships, affiliate marketing, selling their own products, that's where the majority of their income often comes from. Diversifying your income isn't just a smart strategy, it's your safety net. It's how you build a real business that can handle whatever YouTube throws at you. So, we've gone through the data, the strategies, the hard realities, everything. You now have the map to find a profitable niche. But the data, that's just a starting point. The final, most important piece of the puzzle is you. The best channels aren't just in profitable niches, they're driven by a unique voice, a unique perspective that nobody else has. So I'll leave you with this one question. You have the profit code. Now, what's the story that only you can tell?